guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining today. My name is Jen and this is Jen Restyle and Fashion. And over here we talk about style, fashion, thrifting, wardrobe essentials, how to get your wardrobe to be more sustainable and make it reflect your own personal style. So one of the other things that I talk about with reference to style and fashion is my hair. And 2 years ago, I decided to sister lock my hair. I have to say that it's one of the best decisions that I have made regarding my hair. I have been through so many changes with my hair. I had a perm for a while. Yeah, I was perming my hair and it didn't work out too good for me. And then I tried keratin. That didn't work out too well for me either. And then I started wearing a weave, and that is when I finally started seeing some improvements in my hair. And I realized that I needed to leave my hair alone. That was the best thing I could have done. I wore a weave for about 5 years, and then I gradually began to transition into wearing my hair twisted out, natural, rod sets, different things like that. And then I transitioned into wigs, and I have found that alternating between my natural hair and wigs is really fun, and I really enjoy it. And so 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to sister lock my hair, and I am just so happy that I did it because it has given me the versatility that I wanted and needed. My hair is healthy. My scalp feels great. Right now it's a little tender because my lactician has been splitting my hair, and we'll talk about that later. And so I haven't really been manipulating it much. So I just took it down from being in a bun for about a week. But the sister locks have been great for me. And no, they're not perfect for everyone, but for me, it's really good. You guys know I work out, I run, and that whole trying to deal with my hair on a daily basis, just no bueno. So today we're going to look at my 2 years in review. We're going to look at some photos of my hair. And I'm going to talk about where I am right now. And you guys can tell, if you've been around for the last couple years, you guys can tell the difference in my hair. Now, I just took my hair out of a bun, and my hair has not looked this thick since I was a loose natural. There's so much that's going on with my hair that I'm going to try to condense it all into 30 minutes because most of you guys are here for the upcycles and the styling and the fashion and stuff like that. So you're not necessarily here for the hair, but the hair to me is an essential part of my style, and it is part of my outfit. And so sometimes I keep my hair out in my sister locks like this, and sometimes I wear a wig. In fact, I just received a new wig in from a company that I'm doing a collaboration with, and I can't wait to try it on, but I have to wait until I get a retie because right now my hair is so thick that trying to braid it down is still going to be a little lumpy. So I'm going to wash my hair tonight. And then I'm going to put on my famous yellow hair length shirt. We're going to look at my hair. We're going to compare it and contrast it between how it used to look and how it looks now. And just do a little trip down memory lane. And I will give you some feedback on what has changed with me and my hair over the last 2 years. All right, so right now we're gonna go wash. All right, I hope you guys can see okay. I know the light is a little weird. Maybe I'll turn that off. Okay, I'll just turn that off. But this is pre-washing. It's got a little curl in it, but overall you can tell You know, it's so much better than it used to be. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. My hair's so much better. I do still have some areas that are a little thin, but not that scalpy as it used to be when I was going through all those changes with my hair. And a lot of it was due to stress. So some of the improvement that you see now is because I have less stress in my life. But my hair's always been really long, and it is definitely getting back to that comfortable length that I like. So all right, let's get in the shower and go ahead and wash my hair. I will show you some of the products that I'm using, and we're gonna get this hair washed. All right, well, the first thing you'll notice is that I am not braiding and banding my hair. I stopped braiding and banding my hair about 6 months ago, so I was about 1.5 years into the process. I have very coarse hair. My hair locked really quickly. I believe my hair is like a 4C, and I've never had any problems with unraveling, so I don't worry about that. And it allows me to really get to the strands of my sister locks better. So as you can see here, running the shampoo through, I'm massaging my scalp. The shampoo that I use is the Sisterlock shampoo with aloe, and it has to be diluted because it is concentrated. And I really like this because it gives me a little bit of lather. And then I go in with my Reconstructor conditioner. This is specially made for Sisterlocks. It's nice and thick. I start at the ends of my hair and I work my way up to my scalp. And I really like this because realistically, I have not conditioned my hair since I got locked. The last time I conditioned my hair was about, I guess, a week before or the day before I got Sisterlock. So I haven't had any conditioner on my hair. And so this allows me to just, you know, condition that hair that, in my opinion, is somewhat dry. Now, I do use oil on my scalp and on my hair. Again, I am not a Sisterlock consultant. I am not a professional. I do what's best for my hair. My hair and my scalp and my skin are both extremely dry. And so I do use a little bit of oil. I put it in a spray bottle with some water. I have like 3 or 4 oils that I mix together: castor oil, tea tree oil, some other stuff. I throw that in a bottle, put a lot of warm water in there, shake it up, and I spray my hair in between washes. The last thing I do is I use a moisture treatment. This also helps for me. I feel like I need to put that moisture back in my hair. I feel like my sister locks are very drying. I also have color on the ends of my hair, and color, as you know, is very dehydrating. So I add the moisture treatment in, and I don't have to rinse this out. Now the conditioner I do have to rinse out, but the moisture treatment I don't have to rinse out. I just put it on my hair and then I run some water over it, and then that's pretty much it, and I'm done. All right, you guys, so I just did my front, side, back view. You guys can see here how it's looking. I definitely feel a little more weight. Obviously they're wet, so that contributes to it. But let me get some more light here. Yeah. So yeah, it's they're already starting to dry, which is good because my appointment is at 8 a.m. Yeah. They definitely, you know, when you talk about thickening up, definitely thicker. You know, and I know that regular washing helps that, but yeah, I'm looking forward to a little more length. I do like the length, it's good, but I like being able to what I can do now is put my hair up in a bun and twist it around. I wasn't able to do that. I want to be able to wrap it a little more. This little piece back here is growing. And you guys saw, I had a picture of the piece that the lock that got pulled out, that got yanked out. That one has really grown. She hasn't reattached it yet. I don't know if she will. I think she doesn't think that it's strong enough. That's fine. I'll just let it grow out. I love that my front pieces are so much longer now. I don't always feel like I have to curl my hair in order to get a decent look. But yeah, I do feel like, things are much better. Much better. It was definitely worth the 2-year wait on it. All right, so now I am going to lock loop my hair and let it air dry until tomorrow. I know it probably won't dry all the way. But I'm going to do that because that'll allow me to separate it. The air can get to it better. And I'm just bringing all my hair to the front so you can see. And we'll do a few photos. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with it. So tomorrow we'll just talk through some of the changes that I've noticed. We'll talk about my 2-year retie. So this is my retie that marks my exact 2 years, because she did my hair over a 2-week period of time. So she didn't finish until like tomorrow, 2 years ago. So yeah, great. Hey y'all, it is the morning and let me get my light so you guys can see my roots a little better. Okay, so you can see here in the top, the new growth that I have in here. So this is what she's gonna be working on today. Just trying to see if you can see like from the scalp up. I am a little overdue because she was traveling, so we had to push the date, I think like another week. So I might be at 8 weeks, y'all. I gotta double check. I'll let you know. This on top hasn't dried. This is dry, but the part that's in the lock loop isn't dry. So, I mean, I'm going to take it down. I don't really care about that part. It's more important to me that the front is dry because that's the part that is going to be like out in my face. But, yeah, I would say with my hair after washing, it probably takes about 10 hours to dry in the winter, especially, and that's really not too long of a time. If I wash my hair at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, by the time I get up at 6 in the morning, then my hair is usually dry. It's pretty dry in my apartment, so that kind of helps. And I think it dries a little faster probably in the summertime, especially if I go outside and let it kind of air dry. Sometimes I'll sit on my balcony and let it air dry that way. I do have a hair dryer, but it's a stationary hair dryer. It's not like a handheld one. And I've used that a couple of times just to get my hair to dry quickly. Yeah. Okay. So this is where we are. I am going to just wear it down there. And I'm going to take a little hair tie with me. That's not the one that I want, but I like the ones, I like these with the cloth on them. I mean, I'll take that one, but I'm going to take this one with me and just put it on my wrist. But this is what we're looking like as far as the the look. And I do want to show you guys, since this is my 2-year mark, let me show you where she's splitting. So this is a good example of where the lock was really thick, like it was really big space, and she is splitting, and now I have 2 locks that hopefully, if you can see that on the side, hopefully she'll be able to clip one. I'm assuming she'll clip this off. This will be one lock by itself, and this will be one lock. And that way, you know, we're doing that to kind of fill in some of the gaps because my hair has grown in these spaces. So that's one. There's another one. There's another one. That's what I mean by splitting locks. In order to split the lock, that means that she will not do a retie for months on end until there's enough hair that's grown out to then cut the lock and create 2 separate locks. Okay, so there's a lot of that going on. Here's another one. And there's a lot back there because these locks started off in pretty large spaces. Here's another one. And I just felt like it left me with, so that one's a little thinner. But what will happen is over time, the hair around it will still continue to grow in and strengthen it at the root. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I want to get these locks split completely off. But okay, it's 7:30. My appointment's at 8 and it takes me about 30 minutes to get there. So all right, you guys. I'm not sure that I will vlog when I get there, but when I get back in the car and she's done, I will for sure. But let's take just one last look at my hair before we go. I'll take my jacket off so you can see. So this is just it. Kind of curly. Yep. All right, let's go get this retie. Hey y'all. All right, so it is a little bit later. I did not get back on here right away because I had 2 Zoom calls that I needed to get on. So I had to rush back home because the start of the work day, I mean, she finishes my hair like that. So, and it takes me like 25-30 minutes to get home. So I was able to get home and get on my Zoom calls right away. But I wanted to show you guys how nice and spacious my hair is right now. I put it up into a little bun. All right, so here we are. Conversation about the hair. So you saw when I was in the car, I just put it up into a bun with this cloth hair tie. But I have to say that overall, I am extremely pleased with my hair. So those of you who are new or just tuning in because you know, I showed up in your feed regarding Sisterlocks, I am not a Sisterlock consultant. I am just a person who got Sisterlocks 2 years ago, and I'm celebrating my 2-year lockversary. Now, with that said, my channel focuses on thrifting, consignment shopping, how to build a sustainable wardrobe. You know, I personally am on a path to try to be more sustainable. It's a slow path, but it's a path nonetheless. My designs are mostly sustainable. And so I took this approach to my hair because I felt like I would be using less products, less water, saving money, and just overall health of my hair would be better. So I embarked on this journey 2 years ago. My install took 3 days. And I decided that I would share out on this channel because I talked a little bit about, you know, my hair journey and how I had gone from, you know, being natural but pressed for so long. And then I finally got a relaxer. And then after that, that didn't really work out that well for me. I just found that, you know, having natural hair was just better. And so fast forward, I did wigs and weaves for a long time, and then now I'm here at Sisterlocks, and honestly it's the best decision ever. And I said that earlier, and I know it sounds cliche, but it really is the truth. And I'm massaging my head because I just got this retie and my scalp's a little tender. But anyway, so I started off with a Sisterlock consultant. She did my install. I stayed with her for 1 year. I stayed with her for 1 year because I knew how important it was to have consistency, as my locks were just, they were not mature. They're still not completely mature, but at least after 1 year, I felt somewhat comfortable with switching my loctician. Now, I switched because I felt like our relationship wasn't really what I wanted it to be. I felt like I wasn't really getting my questions answered. I felt like I was getting more excuses rather than solutions. And I just didn't want to feel like if I was having a problem with my hair when I brought it to her or him, that they were getting defensive. I just want to understand, like, why is it like this? Like, for instance, when I first got my locks, I had this much of my hair was loose. Like, all of this was just loose hair. It was locked to here, and then all of this was loose. So what happened, all of this ended up bunching up into these big knots, and they ended up falling off. When I saw that initially, you know, I asked her about it, and she's like, well, you know, that's where your hair ends. Well, no, it doesn't, because there's still 4 or 5 inches left on the end. So I went on Amazon and I bought myself a tool, and I locked my hair down, and I left 2 inches at the bottom. Now, I know those of you professionals probably are like screaming. This is probably like nails on the chalkboard. But I had to do it. And I'm glad I did it, because in comparison to the ones that I didn't, I had these huge, like, this one you can kind of see a little bit. Not fully. But you see I've got a really thin area, and then I've got a big knot on the end. Now, these things are starting to fall off now, and I know that that's probably something that happens over time. But when I wear my hair up in a ponytail, I don't like the ends looking anything other than like that. That's the way I want my ends of my hair looking. Just like that. Just like that. And I'll be honest, this lock here was part of my test locks. And even though the young lady who did the test locks, I did not select her, I feel like the locks that she put in my hair are better than any of the other locks in my hair. Honestly. They were the right size. They were consistent down to the end. I still have the original 8. Did 8 of them. This is like the best. This is the best part of my hair. Look at that. And I realized that my hair was different lengths, and I'm going to sit down. It was different lengths, and there were different things going on with my hair. So, you know, she did what she felt like she should do based on what she knew of my hair. But she didn't really know enough about it. And I know I had color on the end. I'd colored my hair because I wanted that ombre kind of look. I wanted that bronzish kind of color on the ends. I did not want to just have black locks, which is what I've got now. I've got dark brown, almost black locks. And so I'm ready for color, but that's a subject for another day. So I switched my loctician midway. My first appointment with her was exactly a year after my install. And I went to see her. She took a look at my hair and she said that she would accept me, but she didn't have an appointment in time for me to meet my 7-week schedule. I'm on a 7-week retie schedule. It works perfect for me. It's just like I'm just ready at 7 weeks. If I go 8, that's gonna be a problem. And so I went back to my old loctician and I had her do my last retie. And then I switched after that, and it's been good. The woman who I go to now, she actually has locks and they're really long. They're very beautiful. The loctician who did my install, she does not have locks. I think she's suffering from alopecia. She had locks back in the day, but she had some issues and she got rid of them. So she showed me pictures of some of her customers, and I'll be honest, maybe like 50% of them looked good and the other ones were kind of like, I think, and I always give this advice whenever I do an update on my Sisterlocks: have a good relationship with your consultant. That is so important. Make sure you feel 100% comfortable, because when you have concerns or issues or questions or uncertainties about anything, you need to be able to have a conversation with that person about whatever your concerns are, no matter good or bad or what have you. You need to be able to do that. And if you can't do that with a sense of security, then you need to change whoever you're with. So fast forward, I'm a year now with my new consultant, and I feel like my hair is thriving. Not that I don't think that it would have been thriving with my previous loctician, but I feel like I can go to her and I can ask her anything. So this morning I was showing you how she has split some of the locks, and this is because many of the locks in the back of my hair, in the back of my head, the grid was really big back there. Like the grid was, I would say, like take half of my nail, and that was the size of the little square. And so as my hair is growing in, and as I'm shedding, because that's part of what gets your locks, as thick as they are, the locks were getting thicker, and the hair was growing in the follicles where it had not been growing before. I don't really have time to go into it, but there is a lot that I've been doing to my scalp. There's a lot that I've been doing with my diet to help my hair. No, I have not taken any biotin. I am not doing that. Because I'm not trying to grow hair anyplace else. But I do massage my hair. I do that kind of, it's not micro needling, but I use that kind of roller in my hair to massage and get the blood circulating in my scalp, because that's one of the things that really helps. And then with me being older, my hair is changing, and so part of the hair loss and part of what was going on with my hair had a lot to do with hormones. So a lot of that has kind of changed over the last couple years, and I've moved past the menopause stage, and so now I can focus on my hair as it is, kind of normal, if you will. So it's not as dry as it used to be. It's not as brittle as it used to be. It's not coming out like it used to. I had a lot going on a few years ago and distress in my life, and it was causing my hair to be really damaged. And so that's another reason why I chose the Sisterlock, because I wanted to hold on to my hair and I didn't want to manipulate my hair a lot. I wanted to just grow, and I didn't want to have to use a whole lot of chemicals and, you know, different shampoos, and I just didn't want to do that. And I also I do not enjoy going to get my hair done. I do not enjoy going to get my hair blow dried and curled or sit under a dryer with flexi rods. I just don't enjoy that. And I told myself I'm giving myself 3 years with my Sisterlocks. If I don't love them at the end of 3 years, then I'm gonna cut my hair off short, and I'm just gonna wear short, natural hair. That's it. I have a girlfriend who has a short, curly, gray kind of, you know, tapered cut in the back, and it's off on the side. It looks so great on her. Now, my hair is not coming in gray much. Like, I have a little bit of gray here around the edge, but I don't have gray coming in like I thought I would by now. If it was coming in a little more, I think that would be really pretty. I would embrace it, but it's only coming in like right here and a little bit like right here. I've got a few sprinkled here and there, but nothing like I thought it would be. So yeah, so I'm happy with the person that I'm with. Although I have to travel a little ways to get to her. It's not very convenient, but she, you know, she was open to splitting the locks for me. She has been monitoring them all along. She's given me like a time frame when I should be able to, you know, cut them so that we can separate them. And we're thinking by the end of the summer. So I have that to look forward to. I will give you a look at the back of my hair. This is what it looks like after the retie. You know, it's definitely more scalpy, but not nearly as scalpy as it used to be. The frizz is gone, and I will show you what the back looks like. So we're gonna split this up like that, and then you can see some of these are still big. Like this one, this is still a thick lock, but like this one we split. That's a big one. That probably should have been split. So that's what I got for you this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And those of you who are my regular subscribers, I'll be back next week with a regular video around styling and fashion and thrifting and all of that, because I've been thrifting. Yeah. So can't wait to bring you my haul. All right, you guys. See you later. Bye.